Hello. I'm live. Just about. How are you? Hello. Good afternoon. How's it going? Let's see when some comments come. Hooray, join the chat. I'll wait for the comments to come in. That would be helpful. If I can see anyone. Not seeing anything yet. Do you think that's me? Or do you think that's it? Not seeing anything right now. There we are. Hello, love and peace. Get an award for the first comment. How are you? Thanks for popping in. I'm going to be doing some readings today. My name is Lisa Edelman. Hi, Marianne. What did you say? Hi, Krish. Marianne, hello. Useful your readings to last time. Oh, thank you for your lovely feedback, Marianne. You're a sweetheart. You're a dolly. Thank you very much. It's nice to see you. My name is Lisa Edelman, not Edelman, Endelman, Idleman, Eagleman, none of those things. But you'd be surprised how many times I hear those things. I'm going to do some readings today. How are you, Krishy? Krish. Doing some readings today. I've got lots of tarot cards and oracle cards, and I might have a special guest. An unplanned inanimate object. So let's wait and see who's coming in and how where you're from. I want to know where you're from. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you. I'm very well, thank you, Krishy. Except I was coughing up a whole lung like for 10 minutes before. I think I was too close to the incense. How you doing, Sharon? I've got some new incense. Did I show you? It's very, very, very nice. Himalaya incense. It's one of the nicest ones I've ever had. It's like smells the whole room. Scents the whole room. England here too. Right, Sharon, I'll work with you. I will pull you a tarot card for what I feel you need to know. Oh, thanks, Krish. It's all right. Hello, Oklahoma. Susan-y. I'm going to work with Sharon right now while I wait for lots more to come in. I will pull a card for our Sharon. Palo Santo is amazing. This smells different from the sticks, but lovely. South Africa. We know you're just a little bit ahead of us, I think, on the time. It's 4 here. Maybe 6 there? I don't know. Sharony Shusha. Let's do for you. Sharon Furness. I'm pulling for you right now. This is your card. This is your cardigan. Right, so I've got the Page of Pentacles for you, Mrs. This is an interesting one because what I've got 1 hour ahead. Hi, Joanne. What I've got at the bottom is a card that actually changes what I feel about what I'm going to say now. So what I've got for you is for you to start thinking ahead in terms of where you're going to put your time and your energy and what you'd like to do for your future. But it actually involves keeping it to yourself. You know, I don't want to be in a position with you where I've had an idea about how I'm going to make some money and I told someone and then all of a sudden they don't speak to me anymore, but they're doing a really brilliant idea that they've had. And it turns out it was something that I thought of. This is where I'm at for you. I want to keep things close to my chest. I want to make plans for the future for myself. I don't need to tell everybody. I may have a small circle. I say I do mean you, and I hope you realize it's your reading, not mine. It's very much about you and your plans for the future and where do you get your inspiration and how do things come good for you. This isn't a minute's work. This is like a plan that we make over time. We let it ferment. We let it marinate, we let things come together, and then we start to see the plan come together. And this is very much where it's at for you, Sharon. Start thinking much more about the future. And I'm not saying you don't, but I would like for you to see a little bit further into the future about where your money goes, how you do it, what you do with your time, how you spend your energy, what people you hang out with, whether they make you feel good at the end of the day or worse at the end of the day. Sometimes we come away from somebody feeling like, oh, my energy's all gone. And that's because they're not your people. All right. So, Sharon, that is for you, Mrs. Thank you very, very much. I hope that was helpful. Please do come down the bottom. Let me know. It could be about whoever you think it's about. You know, If you'd have said to me, I'd tell me something about how it's going with my daughter and the plans that I have, then you might have got the same cards and I would have read it for you in that way, but it would have been directed towards your daughter. If you've got questions, I'm happy to answer questions. Right, so that is for you. I'm leaving it with you. Right then, let's see where I'm at. Please do keep asking for readings. Susan Durrett. I will work with Susan Durrett. If you have questions, I'm happy to take them. Don't give me the questions after I've called your name, because that won't work and I won't love you. I'm waiting to see what Sharon says. Susan, sorry. Thank you. So did that make sense? Sharon. Getting confusing. Stop having names that begin with the same letter. Right. Who am I with now? Who did I say? I don't know. I have no clue what I'm doing now. I work with Sharon. Now I'm with Susan. Right. Let's change decks. Don't be shy to ask me for a reading. I got you. I've got you, Susan. Sharon, hold it. You'll find it. But it does, I mean, not being sure about thinking about the future, I guess that you could apply that to you thinking more about the future. Right, Susan. Let's see what we got for you, Mrs. Susan Durrett. It will make sense. Susan. I'm waiting for the cards to drop. There we go. Susan, this is about change that needs to be made, okay? This change is dependent upon your attitude towards it. It's almost like you need to harden your heart off. Oi, Nikki. Hi, Autumn. This is, Susan, this speaks to you being in a position where change is going to come. We have to allow change to come. We cannot grab onto what has been going on in our lives. We can't keep doing the same thing. We cannot expect a life change or a change of circumstances while keep flogging away at the same old things, flogging away at the same things that we've always done and expecting a different outcome. For you, it means letting go of something. And in that way of letting go of things, you have to be very mind-based. You have to be very much intellectually processing what goes on. It's not about being in your heart, getting your heartstrings pulled upon. It's not being emotionally charged situations. It's very much for you, I have to let go of this. This is what's going to work for me. This is how it's going to be. I'm not going to have many feelings about it because I need to be very able to cut through the circumstances that I find myself in to allow another situation to come about. And we cannot do that while we're getting sentimental or thinking to ourselves, oh, we really must, we're feeling a certain way and we'll wait until a proper time. No, we do it when we need to do it. Yes, it can be very much letting go of a person. It very much is letting go of a person, but you do not want to be like emotionally drawn by that person where they try and play you or get into your heart or say, you know, how it used to be. Remember how much we liked each other, all of that, none of that. Remember our conversations from 4 years ago, how much they meant. No, none of that. She's not having that. She will not have that. And what you need to do in order to do that is to have a little bit of structure around it, because what it means is, I feel like you do better if you've got a structured plan. So that structured plan would be like, I might want to talk to that person, but I know if I do, then it's no good for me. So I'm going to step away and I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to go and do all of things. Yeah, letting go of an idea, letting go of a concept of someone as well. You know, we have concepts about people that they can answer certain prayers for us and all of those kind of things, but actually, do you know what? They can't. We have to let go of the reality that isn't really about them. It's what we would like for ourselves, and we can have that. So Susan, that's for you, matey. Thanks, Nikki Nuna. Joanne, I work with you, Joanne Griffith. Good, Susan. Joanne. If you want to follow me, please follow me. My name is Lisa Edelman. It's lisa.edelman.1 at facebook.com. You will find me. You're very welcome. It's usually a banner. May I have my banner, please, so that people can follow me? and then I will like them more. I will like you if you follow me more than I like you right now. Usually it goes across the bottom. I know that our lovely Veronica does that. I don't know how to do things like that. Right then, Joanne Griffith. But please do follow me. There it is, Lisa.Edelman1. Oh, I put a dot in the wrong place. You can't be too careful with dots. Right then. Hi, Wend. How you doing, Marcia? How you doing, Wendy? Right then. I've forgotten. I'm with Joanne Griffith right now. Hi, Joanne Lewis. I'm with Joanne Griffith. Don't shout, Lisa. They can hear you. Right then. I might bring out a guest in a minute. Are you ready for that? Are you ready? Right. Joanne. I'll wait for them to fall so I know it's exactly the right card for you. For you. Only for you. Oh, it's a 6 of Cups. All right, Nikki. Nikki's got her aubergines ready. Nikki knows who I'm friends with. Right, so there we go. The 6 of Cups. Now, let's see what that... Okay, and I've got the same card again. So this is about you hanging on to something from the past, perhaps, that you need to really let go of in order to move forward. It's almost like you could actually renegotiate the relationship, because I know at the bottom I've got the 3 of Pentacles. So it does speak to a certain change in the way things are for you with someone that you've known possibly a long time. When we've known someone a long time, it's sometimes quite difficult to go back to basics with that person and renegotiate the situation, the relationship, the nature of. So really for you, that is a little bit what this speaks to. It kind of like going from one relationship to another within the sort of parameters is quite difficult to lay down those boundaries, but I feel like that's where we're at for you. In order to move on from the way things were, you have to sort of set out a new rules of engagement, if you will. And sometimes that would be just because we're going to work together, we're going to sort of do this and this and this together, there's going to be a word that I can't get to, perfunctory. It's not it's a perfunctory kind of relationship. It's not going to be the way it was. I feel like sometimes when we're with somebody we used to know quite well and then we're thrown into a work situation with them, for example, we have to behave in a professional way, which is not the easiest, but while we're hanging on to something that was, we cannot do that. So we have to be, it could be, you'll know what it means to you, you know, having no question from you to answer. If that's what it works for, then absolutely. It could be that there's a change in the relationship, that you have to let go of a certain thought process about that person in order to have any kind of relationship at all, if any. But it does feel as though you could have some sort of friendship relationship if that's what you wanted, but it wouldn't be in the same way. It would be more perfunctory, as I say. So if you haven't got a question and I pull you cards and then it makes sense for something, then absolutely please do apply it to that, because this is going to be what you need to know. These questions are what you need to know. Hi, Cornelia. Please do keep commenting, telling me how you are. Hi, Regan. Tell me how you are, where you are, what you're doing today, if you're having a nice day. And because I'm not going to scroll, I'm going to keep looking for new commenters. Commenters that say, please, comments that are with questions. Absolutely, I take questions. So, yeah. That was yours, Joanne. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Bournemouth. Joanne Lewis, I will work for you because I feel like I made you think you were getting a reading. And then I will get some more. Hi, Wend. Nice, beautiful day. Good. Not so much here. Right then, Joanne. Let's see what we can get for Joanne Lewis, because I said Joanne and I think you thought I meant you. I didn't hear back from Joanne Griffith yet. I'm sure she's typing something. Right, I'm with Joanne. I'm really waiting to hear back from Joanne Griffith about the reading I gave her. Thank you. Don't know if it's that or not. You will know. It will become obvious that the nature has to change of that relationship. for it to be anything or nothing at all. So otherwise it'll be something that will be more obvious as you go on. Hi, Sean. Right then, Joanne. I will get with more of you. I've only been here a quarter of an hour. Dropping the cards. If you're here and you haven't said hello, please do say hi. Oh, blimey, Autumn. Bless you. Bless you. Last day, that's good. Joanne. Lewis. You're welcome, Joanne. Griffiths. Joanne G. Now I'm with Joanne L. Joanne Lewis. Okie dokie. That's yours, Mrs. The Hanged Man I've got for you. And okay, this is an interesting concept of cards, I must say, because what it says for you is like, slow down, hurry up, slow down, hurry up. Nikki, what I want to say to you, that sometimes we have to stop and take some time out and take stock and allow things to be as they are, just to sort of take some breathing space to allow the light to flood back to our brains, and then it's all go, all go, all go. So even in the midst of doing things very quickly and things being like lots going on and all my ideas are happening and I really want to move on, I really want to get going, I want to make things happen, sometimes we have to not do that. Sometimes we have to stop. We have to let things just sort of be as they are. We have to kind of apply a certain amount of I want to say decorum, but that isn't the word I want to use. It's more about, is it interesting? This is more about the diplomacy that we use, because sometimes we don't want to get involved with anything that's going to take us to a place where we can't deal with what we've got to deal with. So it is really about going more slowly. That's got a dent in it. That's been wheeled over by my car, by my chair. It's about letting things happen in their own time, but taking time out, because this is very much, he's got the light going, okay, do it, and then you can get going more quickly than you were before. It is about speed to an extent, which is a funny one, because doing things quickly doesn't necessarily mean we get where we want to go better. But I feel like I want to go carefully as much as quickly. I feel like the careful is more important than the expediency, because otherwise you could end up having sort of gone ahead too much and you find yourself in a position where you need to backtrack. And that is something I don't recommend for you, Joanne. I don't want you backtracking. I want you to get there slowly but surely, having taken the time to reflect before you go. Then you can go more quickly, but not without a modicum of making sure it's for you. I don't know what it is, but you're going to know what it is. Right then, if anybody would like to ask me for a reading, please do. Hi, our shining lights. Please ask me for a reading. I would like a reading, please. I'm sure I'm not seeing all the comments. You good? Oddly. Why is it oddly? That's funny. Right then, let's see. Marianne, let me look at that. Q is my nasty ex-husband getting bad luck for making my daughter hate me. That's kind of not your business in a way. That's very secondhand. Do you want him to be getting bad luck, or would you rather just send love and light into the situation? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry what's going on with your daughter, and that I would be sending love and healing out into that, rather than thinking perhaps he's getting bad luck for it, because none of that's going to help. Him getting bad luck is not going to help at all. So really, this is what you're thinking about is cause and effect and karma and all of those things. But really, why not put a bubble of white light around yourself? Why not tuck your daughter into some white light and pink, beautiful marshmallow light, and just think of it that way, rather than, that kind of vibe that is not helpful for you, not helpful for anybody. And we don't really want to get into that. That's quite grey energy, isn't it? We don't like that. Right then, so Elaine Carney, I'm with you, Mrs. Elaine Carney, I see you. I hope you're still there. Are you still here, Elaine Carney? I will get to as many as I can. Our shining lights I will get with you as well. Hang on after. I see. I don't know, Nikki, whether you're asking for a reading or you're just saying you want to see some guests. She knows them. Nikki knows the guests. Right. Are you here, Elaine? Elaine, are you here? Please do follow me, those that are not following me yet. I will know. I will look afterwards. I'm good, thanks, Deborah. How are you, Mrs.? Ah, you would. Good. Right. I don't see Elaine right now. I'll give you a second to come on, Elaine Carney, because I know that was a little way up the top of my screen that I was looking. Ah, thanks, Wend. Thank you for following me. Then you'll know where I pop up. I do pop up in lots of different situations on Facebook, sometimes on my own wall, doing a live. Hi, Lauren. I don't see her. Right, Elaine missed a chance. So where am I now? Nikki Noonar. Pulling. I think I'll pull an oracle for you, Nikki Noonar. Nikki Noonar, Owen. I might get a friend to do it. Oh, Elaine, you missed it, mate. What did you do? Where did you go? Hi, Pia. I'll try and get with you in a minute, Elaine. Right now I'm with Nikki. I know there's a bit of a lag, isn't there? Right, Nikki. This is going to be an oracle. Oracle. Oh, did you want would you rather have had a tarot, Nikki? Would you rather have had? Oh, there you go. You see, if you ask me, I might see you and then I might offer. In real life, this is really bright. On here, it's like dull, not a good camera. Right, Nikki, do you not want an oracle card? I don't mind, Lise. All right, so what we got for you, Nikki? Nikki Noonar. That's not your card. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so right, ready? Ready for the guest? Everybody ready for a guest? Hands up who's ready for the guest to do Nikki's reading. We'll wait. Nobody. Only Nikki's ready. Are you ready, Nikki? Hello, Alethea. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Hello, everyone. Oh, are you going to do the reading? Yes, I am. Okay. Do you want to do it now? No. Well, when are you going to do it? Now. I just said that. Right, so do you want to hold the card? No. Right. This says tame negative thinking. It means that once you're in a position of negative thinking, it begets more. It means that you can get into a rut with it. It means that when you are feeling that, you start to feel low mood and you need to sort of shift it around. Is that what you wanted to say? Is it that easy? I didn't say it was easy. I just said that's what you've got to do. All right. Nikki Noonar. So what he means is, oh, Lauren, it's a puppet show. Hi, Bernadette. So what he means, you don't need to say what I meant. I've already said it. Oh, so it means really about one little shift of thought can change the whole mood, because once we get into that downward spiral, which can happen from negative thinking, it can make you feel as though you're just sort of wading through treacle and that is like, oh, I feel awful. And then you kind of, it's really hard to get out of it. But if you catch it early, that is what I said. You didn't say that, did you? Don't cry and get sympathy from everybody. Nobody feels sympathetic to you. They do. They love me. I know. Everybody loves you. I love you. I love you. Right. So that's for you, Nikki. Hi, Wayne. I do love a puppet show. It's my favourite. Right. So that was Nikki's. Right then. Who's not had a reading for quite a long time on here or with me? Is there anybody that hasn't had a reading recently? Or like last week, so that I can go to some people that might be in need of a reading that haven't had one. Please know that you can write to me privately to book a paid reading with me. Right then, let's see. Wendy. Wendy woo ah. Wendy woo. Yeah, aubergine. His name is Aubergine. I know it's quite prosaic, but if he was American, he'd be eggplanty. But he is American. I am American. You lost your accent quite quickly, didn't you? No. Anyway, right, Wendy. Wendy, would you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit? Would you like an oracle or a tarot? I will let you choose, Wendy. Which would you prefer? If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Tell me which you would rather. Either. Right then. So you're getting a tarot. Wendy woo. Wendy woo. I will work with more of you. There's no good saying it now because I'll ask again. Because what I need you to do is keep commenting because it then I don't have to get lost in the comments. I'll see you again if you say I would like an oracle please, or I would like a tarot please, or ask a question. That's okay. Wendy. Hi Dan. Wendy. That one is yours. The Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So this is interesting. This speaks of you. This is again a little bit like we were talking about earlier, and it does happen when we get in a group like this. We have a bit of a theme emerging. So the Knight of Pentacles, he's very much, that was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was he's very much about let's plod through, let's get things happening, let's make plans for the future, let's start to do that. But actually nothing happens quickly with him. He's very much, I don't want to say boring, but you could say boring. I won't say it, but you could. But it speaks to somebody who's like either around you at the moment and things aren't happening as quickly as you would like them, or the other way around. And that creates a certain conflict. It's almost like, why can't we get anywhere? Why do things have to happen so glacially slowly? Why do we have to kind of keep doing this old thing and nothing happens, nothing changes? I just really want more fire, more excitement. Really, it's one either you or someone around you, there's like things just not working quickly enough, and sometimes that's a good thing, because I do feel that with the Knight of Pentacles, he's on a good wicket. Really, he knows how to make things go the way you'd like, but he's very methodical about it, and it's like, oh, plod, but actually he would get there. But if he's rushed, it all goes horribly wrong. It doesn't go horribly wrong, but he starts to feel scattered, and he doesn't like that. Oh, that's you. Love and peace. I got you. So really, it's about managing that. And sometimes we just need a minute off. We need a time out, really. If you're going to hurry someone up, or someone is trying to hurry you up and it's making you feel scattered or anxious or no good, then you're going to need to, there needs to be a conversation. There needs to be a time out, because it's like, it's untenable. It's not a situation we can find ourselves happy in. We can't keep doing that. So that's where it's at for you. So that conversation might be overdue, you know. I see, Dan. Get you with all your hundreds of phones. Putting on a fan. Oh, yeah. Hoo-ha. Now I feel like I'm in some sort of 80s video. Do a hand grab. The air grab. Right. So that was yours, Wendy. Right then, Lauren. Lauren Tarot, what's that? Little wolf. Lauren's got a wolf. I could do it, and I think Lauren's Tarot. I got you, missus. I will work with some more of you. Please keep asking. Please know that if I don't get to you, you're welcome. There's no particular reason why I'm not working with you. It's either I haven't seen your comment when I'm looking for someone to read, or I haven't, it's just flown by. So don't take it personally. I will do my best to get to lots of you, but please know that you can work with me privately. All you have to do is come into my inbox and I will tell you how it works. And I teach tarot as well. It's very good. I'm a very good teacher. I don't spank you or anything. Right. Whew. I'm with Lauren. Lauren Tarot. Lauren, Tarot, Lauren, please. Lauren, Bouchard. Right. Loreny. There we are. I've had him twice today. Second time. Can I share it? I don't know. Our lovely Veronica would know the answer to that. I think so. I think you can. Right. Thank you. So this is the Hanged Man for you, Lauren, and the Page of Wands. So what this speaks to is putting some of your ideas on hold for now. Thank you. Yes, is the answer. So some of your ideas need to go on hold, Lauren. What I would suggest is that we take a time out and we decide how long that's going to be. And sometimes that feels like it's really hard to do. It feels like something of a sacrifice that we have to let go of one idea before we can start another. But sometimes we want to know what we're going into. But this isn't that. This is knowing that when you decide to go after something, you're going to be inspired. So it's almost like, I don't feel like I'm getting inspired. I don't feel I am not. I'm resting. Suddenly, yes, I've got something I want to do. Inspiration has appeared. It's interesting because what it feels like, I don't know if you've ever painted or anything like that. There's always that fear with an artist, someone who paints, someone who creates, that the last piece they did was the last piece they'll ever do. And that's a little bit what this is. We have to trust that what we will get is inspiration coming forward. And that's where I'm at for you. There's going to be inspiration up and coming, but it needs a moment of rest, because I do feel like you have these bursts of energy, and these bursts of energy tire you out, and then you feel like, oh my God, I can't do that again, and then you want to do it again, and then you're in that situation again. So that wants a little bit of looking at as well. All right, I would suggest that you pace it a bit more. Sometimes we get everything done in a day when we could have done it over a week, and it might have worked better, but it wasn't so exciting, it wasn't so inspiring. So for you, it's like a slowdown is necessary before you can move on to the next fantastic thing. All right. And they will always be, I understand that, because you're full of like, oh, I want to get this down, I want to get that done, and and it's like I've run out of energy by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But there will be more. Oh, thanks, Dan. Love and peace. Can I call you Dan, or would you rather love and peace? Of me personally, Shining Lights once a week at 4 UK, but I'm on my own page quite a lot, which is on Facebook, which you might see at the bottom, which is facebook.com/Lisa.Edelman1. You're welcome. Right, Lisa Marie. You've got three vowels together. I need a minute. Never see 3 vowels together, do you? Lisa Marie. I'm shuffling the wrong deck because I like to change. So I'm going to put that one there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tarot decks, my favorite ones at the moment that I like working live with. I've got lots and lots and lots of others, but I don't always work live with them. I like to work on my reel. I do a reel every single day on Facebook and TikToks. Right, Lisa Marie Presley. I don't want to call you Presley. Just added that. Oh, I've just pressed something. Whoopsie. There we are. Right, Lisa Marie. There we are. That's for you. 6 of Swords. Judgment. All right, let me show you. There's so little room here. My desk is a corner desk and it's massive, but every inch of it is full. You may relate. So what I want to say, oh, you were, I thought so. So what I want to say is the Six of Swords is about you taking a journey to a realization where you start to notice things as they are, not how you would like them to be. When I see the Six of Swords, I know that we're going to a different place. We're kind of, it could be a physical move, but more likely it's a way of thinking that we start to think things differently. We start to move to a place of understanding. And when we reach a place of understanding, we get to a place where reality is what it is. It kicks in. It's no longer any illusions about the way things are. We get to start again. We get to move forward. We get to start things start to feel like it could be slightly what you might call disillusioning, but in a good way, because when we get to notice things as they are and not as we would prefer them to be, if we were under an illusion, to be disillusioned by it means that we start to see things like in stark reality, and that's sometimes a little bit of a jolt, but actually it's how it needs to be. So when we move away from the way we used to think about something, and this is for you, it's almost like I used to believe this, and then slowly I'm starting to realize that perhaps that is not true, and we need to start to see it that way. And that's slightly disappointing for now. But now that I've got all the facts and all the ideas and all the notions, I can now start to move forward in a way that is actually moderate, more sensible, more fitting with the way that I see the world. It's interesting, really. It's quite a lot. It's not just like, oh, I found out that the price of something had gone up a lot. This is a big deal. This is like finding out that Father Christmas is thin rather than enormous, because everybody knows that Father Christmas is a larger gentleman. So it's like finding out that actually he's wearing a fat suit. It's like, how do I deal with that now? So this is about you dealing with information that comes to you in the best possible way. I'll leave that with you. Lisa Marie, let me read what you've said there. Love and peace, please. Due to it being said aloud, help spread love and peace. As when heard, it helps others. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes. Yes. I like that. Love and peace. That's really sweet. I like that. Yeah, I wasn't sure which one you liked better. That's why I asked. Bless. Great, Lisa Marie. Goody gumdrops. Deborah, I will pull you a tarot right now. Sweet. Yeah. Deborah with a meerkat. Hi, Mimi. Right then. I've got lots of cards all piled up. You can imagine. Oh, sweet. Right. Deborah, rah, rah, Deborah, rah, rah, Deborah. Got hair everywhere. I might get my guest to do yours. Hi. Deborah, would you like my guest to help? Deborah, would you like my guest to help you? Hello. Let me know while I'm pulling. I'm getting hair everywhere. Okay, I will. Deborah. The Hierophant and the Ten of Swords. Okie dokie. Hi, cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookies. That's funny. I know. And the spoon and all the napkins, girlfriend. That's funny. Right, Deborah, let me have you. Let me have that Deborah back on the screen. Thank you. That's made me laugh, that name. Cup of tea. Right. So what I want to say, I would know that something is over, something that is traditional. This speaks to the Hierophant is very much about conformity, tradition, sometimes dogma. And this is very much about you starting to think the way that you want to think and letting the old ways be gone. It starts to, the conformity speaks to how you feel about yourself and where do I want to conform? Where do I want to sort of follow the rules? Where do I want to just let that be done now? I feel as though something has come to an end for you and it wasn't fun. It almost speaks to the end of a marriage, something like that, the end of something that was traditionally considered good for us, and then we find out that it wasn't, and we have to let go of it, and it's not the easiest thing to do. Letting go of an old belief system is not the easiest thing to do either. This is where I'm at for you, Deborah, if this makes sense. Tell me if it makes sense. That we have to let go, and then there's something quite nice coming your way in terms of relationships and the harmony that we find within those relationships. It's very, you're not sure. I feel like it will start to make sense when you start to dig a little bit deeper into the way that you think about things in a way that might have a certain rigidity, which is not necessarily your own thinking, but it's been handed to you over time, and it has to be, we have to let go of that. We have to let go of the rigidity of thought process when it's not actually ours. It's sort of an inherited belief system, and that's a very interesting way of dealing with things. We just kind of trot out thoughts that we've had a million times that haven't, like the one I've got now. Like, I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping that this is going to make sense to you, that you will figure out what that means. All right, I will leave that with you, Mrs. Cornelia. Are you still here, Cornelia? Don't know why I'm saying it like that. And I didn't get my friend to do it either. You're welcome, Deborah. I think that will start to make sense when you start to unravel the way that you think about things, because often we think about things, we don't think about how we think about things. We just think about them. We don't start to think, do you know what? Maybe I could think about that a little bit differently. Right, Cornelia, goody gumdrops. I'm with you on YouTube, Mrs. Cornelia. I might get my friend to help with your one because he just sat there and watched me. He didn't help at all. He was rubbish. Yes, I'm talking about you. Right, Cornelia. There we are. Cornelia, King of Wands, Five of Wands. Hello, Elaine. So interestingly, I've got from the same concept, the same place that we come from, where we've got this sort of ambition and this heat and this desire. The King of Wands is kind of got it all together. He's very much about vision, and this speaks to you, but I feel as though you've hit a bit of a stumbling block. Does this make sense, Cornelia? You've got ideas about what you want to do, but you've hit a stumbling block. And you know what it feels like when we're getting close to the end of a project, we actually sometimes we can sabotage it in some way so that we don't quite finish it. But I do feel you're very close to realizing a vision that you've had. So it could be that you would like to get a new job, or that you had an idea about something. Oh yes, I want to do it. Get that off me. I don't like it. I'll take it off later, all right? But now we're going to do this. We were going to do love and peace reminded me. So what I want to say, don't I'm going to say it. Don't sabotage yourself at the last minute, because you'll regret it, because you're so close to the finishing line. And that does happen. We do that. I once did it because I wanted to go to a party, and then I got all ready and got dressed and everything. And then when we got close to the party, I thought, oh, I can't do it. I'm scared. And I didn't go. And I pretended I had a tummy ache. Oh, did you? You never told me that. It's before I met you. Oh. And so he really would have liked to have gone, but he pretended he had a tummy ache so that he couldn't go. And this is a little bit like you. There are things that you want to do, but there's a way that you're going to talk yourself out of it. So please don't, because you're so close. I know. It's a shame. But he's all right, because there'll be other parties and I'll make him some tea. He'll be all right. Right. You reminded me. Right. So that was for you, Cornelia. Right. Who else is asking for readings? I don't see any more comments right now. Good. I'm glad you understand. So sweet. Yeah. It's all right. Because he can come out shopping with me or anything. Alethea. I will work with you. Alethea. Alethea. Oracle. All right, then. I'll try and get to a few more. I've still got some minutes left. You're a sweetheart. Love and peace. Love and peace. Oracle, Alethea. I'm here every week. Are you all following me? I need to know if you're following me. You're welcome. Please do follow me on Facebook so that I will love you a little bit extra. Otherwise, I won't. I won't. But you know where I am, and you know where I am. You know where I am for private work as well. I'm just picking up the card that I just dropped on the floor as usual. There never is a time when I don't drop them. Right. Alethea's card is coming out right now. Alethea. Goody, thank you. Thanks, Alethea. This one is for you. Okay. This is a good one. So this is, do you want to do it? No. Okay, I'll do it. So this is called release shame. Thanks, Mimi. This is called release shame. So this speaks to anybody that's made you feel less than, anybody that's made you feel a certain kind of way for being who you are, or for believing what you believe, or loving who you love, or thinking what you think. Anyone that's made you feel a particular way about it, this is about giving it back to them. Just say, you know what, that's not about me. When we release shame, which is a funny one, shame, not funny, haha, but a difficult one, because it's so we internalize these things, don't we? If someone laughed at us when we were 5 about something we thought was really sweet or clever, or we did a picture and we painted something and someone goes, it's not very good, anything like that, we internalize it. So this is a little reminder for you to let go of that, so that we can just, you know what, I've always done my best. Who I am is absolutely 100% fine the way that I am. Obviously, that doesn't speak to the fact that we're all developing, growing, and we can be better. But as we are right now, we're doing the best we can with what we've got, and you always did. So, Alethea, this is really important that you let go of those things. And if anyone would, it says on it about being sensitive. So if anyone ever said, "Oh, you're so sensitive," it's like, thank you. Yeah, I am. Thanks very much for noticing. It's that kind of thing. Hand it back. If anybody tries to sort of put you in that position now, that's even worse, really, because, it's like they should, shame on them. They should know better. So this is really very much about that for you. So I'm going to leave that with you. And I feel like you're going to understand that there are things that may have been said to you once upon a time, like all of us, and we don't forever evolve. Exactly. Like, for example, do you know what, you're on a video on here or on the TikToks or anywhere, and someone says, "Oh, I don't like your hair," or something. It's like, do you feel better about yourself for saying that? Why did you need to say that? Why didn't you just scroll past? And so that's where it's at for you. Hi, Sarah Jane. Exactly. Thank you, cup of tea. Bernadette, I know you've been here a while. Bernadette. Love and peace is a sweetheart, because they shared my reel a few times, which I'm very grateful for. Oh, I've drunk so much water. Right, Bernadette. Love and peace. Are you asking for a reading as well? Or hanging out, which either is great. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Love and peace. Right, Bernadette Tarot. Bernadette Canolanolany. That's how you say it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Bernadette Canolanolany. Everybody say that. Good. You're welcome to hang out. I like that very much, because you're bringing a nice vibe in. We like hanging out. Bernadette Canolanolany. I would never give someone a reading if they didn't ask, because so I sit there sometimes with people and they start giving me a reading and I didn't want one. I don't want a reading. I'm just looking, hanging out. Right. Bernadette Canolanolany. That is your name now. Right then. King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. So this is like, I have a vision. It's taking ages. It's like, that's what it feels like. There's something you would really like to do, Bernadette Cannonally, and it speaks to you knowing that it's going to happen, but it feels like it's taking ages, but it's okay because it will happen, and we can't get involved emotionally. We have to, oh, thanks. We have to let things be as they are. Sometimes things happen in their own time, but that time is not our scale. Sometimes that's like a universal timing, and it's like, but I like my timing. I want it done by Friday at 4. That isn't what's going to happen. There's something that you could put in motion that's like is going to be great for you, and I feel like you know that, and it's actually, I have a vision. I can see the way things are. I've talked about it. I've thought about it. I'm sensible about it. But I wish it would hurry up. But it'll be fine. It's that kind of things. Like, hurry up. It'll be fine. It works. It will. I've just had a vision for you. It's interesting. I just feel like I want to go walking on. There's a very rocky place. It's not in the picture. There's a rocky place. It's almost like a beach in Cornwall. It's that kind of a place with lots of big rocks. And I feel like I want to just sort of blow away some cobwebs. That's where I'm at for you. I can smell this. I have no patience either, I know. So this is like a little lesson for you in patience. But if I were you, I would go for a walk as well to clear those cobwebs. It's interesting that there's big rocks. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but I do. There you go. Mate. I just got Cornwall for you. I'm so glad you said that after I said that, because I just saw it. Alethea. I love that. Don't judge me because I love that. How cool is that? Yes, Bernadette Cannonally. That's like, it's calling you. It's so cool. Sarah, I enjoy listening to other readings and the clarity they get and hang out, but also open to any messages. Go on then. Sarah Jane. And then I want to work with Blessed 1111. We have an angel number in the house. I will work with Sarah Jane, then Blessed. So I'm going to just pick another deck quickly. That's so sweet. It's very nice when people write full sentences, because what you sometimes get is people saying things like reading. It's like, it's never going to happen. Or anything for me. It's like, no, absolutely not. I will never read for you. Right. Hi, I am. Right then. You're welcome, Bernadette Cannonally. I'm with Sarah Jane Osborne. Thank you for using actual full sentences and everything. Sarah Jane. No, Sarah Jane, that is. No H. Sarah. Oh, the Hanged Man. Been out 4 million times today. 4 million. And the 7 of Pentacles. My goodness. So again, this is about hanging out, taking the time, letting things marinate, letting things become as they're going to be. We cannot influence them with what we do. We cannot rush them. We cannot. It's exhausting. I want to get on with things, going off the screen, going the wrong way. I want to get on with things. I know that they will happen in their own time, but I really wish that things would happen more in my time. I can't deal with this sort of, So this is about surrender. I have to let go. I have to let the universe do what it is going to do, and things will come good in their own time. Now, he looks a little bit sad about it, but he knows. I mean, look at the size of his pentacles. He's got enormous pentacles. There you go. You might not be able to do. I've made myself laugh. It's going to come all right, but only in the time of the universe and God's will and all of that good stuff, not in your time. But you know that you've already put some work in. It's already on the way. So I said that I wanted to work with, forgotten. That was yours, Sarah. So that is about trusting the universe and divine timing. There you go. Blessed 111. And then I will work with Cup of Tea. Blessed 111. Let's pick you another deck. Blessed 111. You're welcome. Hi, Brandy. You're welcome, Mrs. Osborne. Ms. Osborne. Right then. 1111. Blessed. I would love to work with you if you're still here. Got a few minutes. I got enough for a couple more. Where are you? Blessed 1111. Blessed 1111. Are you there? Quick, because we're running out of time. I'm always here Saturdays at 4 p.m. You can find me on my own wall live. Those are not free readings, though. And if you would like to work with me privately, please come into my inbox and ask me my fees. Oh, really, Mimi? That's interesting. Hi, Georgette. Right. Cup of tea. Are you here? Cup of tea? Cup of tea. Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookies. Are you there, girlfriend? I don't see you either. If not, it's okay. Come back next week. You are. Good. I'm going to pull for you. I'm going to pull for what you need to know. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. And all the napkins. I take about 100 napkins, especially in Costco. Right. What do you need to know? All right, then. Justice. 10 of Wands. I would be if I were you. Oh, you've asked me right at the end now. There won't be time. Come back next week, love and peace. There won't be time now. So, yeah, exactly. In Costco, everything's like Fulton's. Right, so for you, cup of tea, what I want to say to you, and this is important, no worries, I'll be here. Please, God. This speaks to you. What you need to do is let go of anything that's burdening you down, that feels unfair to you, that makes you feel like you need to try too hard, that makes you feel as though you're not trying hard enough, that makes you feel as though, do you know what? I keep giving, I keep doing. This doesn't feel like this is evenly balanced. It doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel like this is really about me. This doesn't feel like this is going to give me what I need, but I'll be much, much happier if I let go. Sometimes we take on some burdens. We take on some extravagant ideas. We take on some things that we would love to do. It's a declutter of people. It's a declutter of mind. It's decluttering that which you have, which is not giving you peace at this time. And sometimes it's because it just doesn't feel right, and it's like, I don't know why it doesn't feel right, but it just doesn't. So what's going on? I'm feeling a certain type of way here, but the certain type of way that I'm feeling isn't really good for me. It's making me doubt myself. It's making me feel anxious in certain ways. It's making me feel as though I'm not excited to do things when really I should be. So there's something that needs to go, something unfair, something not right, something wrong in your stable, if you will, in your sort of community space that is within your home. It's almost like you need to have a good think about what's going on for you and who you're with and who you're hanging out with and why do I feel that way when really I should be on a path to happiness with people, but actually I'm starting to feel like if I let go, I will be much happier. So that's where I'm at for you, cup of tea. Oh, thanks. Collective readings. Yeah, cool. I like that. But also pertinent to the people with whom I am working. I'm feeling stuck. Oh, I'm sorry, I won't be doing any more today because we've only got 1 minute left. So I will leave. I hope that made sense for you, cup of tea with $3 worth of You're welcome. Does that make sense? I'm going to be here every week, please God. If you want to work with me privately, you've seen the caliber of my work, but it's always a 30-minute reading. 30. Lots of love, everybody. God bless. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for kind words. If I didn't get to you, I'm sorry. Pop on again. Can't get to everybody when there's a few. Lots and lots of love. Thank you.